spin itself out of business. Blew the bag, now the room filled witness. Bought too much, couldn't park the flame. Snatched too many IPs, then lost the game. Stacked up brands like a tower of cards, then kicked the base and called it hard. Green logo flex turned into a bruise. Too many raids, not enough moves. Talk big talk, then the shells went bare. Now they reach for a fan base there. Old wins fade in a broken loop. New deal stink in the same cheap soup. Tell me how that shine turned to dust so fast. All that greed online couldn't make it last. Booty out! Booty out! Bought too much, burned it down. Booty out! Booty out! Now the whole block knows that sound. Booty out! Booty out! Every shiny deal came with a crack. Every short thing came crawling back. IP shopping spree, then the check came due. What a disaster, I'm talking brand new blue. Piled up promises in the rented room. Smell like smoke and a coming doom. Too many trophies, not enough soul. Too many bites, not enough hole. You can't buy love with a loaded cart. You can't keep pace when you lose the heart. Now the floorboard's grown under all that weight, and the exit sign don't feel too late. Tell me how that shine turned to dust so fast. All that greed online couldn't make it last. Booty out! Booty out! Bought too much, burned it down. Booty out! Booty out! Now the whole block knows that sound. Booty out! Booty out! One more deal, one more swing, one more charm, one more ring. But the bill came back with a blacked out grin, and the house of bets couldn't cash back in. Booty out! Booty out! Bought too much, burned it down. Booty out! Booty out! Now the whole block knows that sound. Booty out! Booty out! the gaming grindhouse. Fires burn hot while the gears all grind. Now talk that talk, let the rage unwind. Now we the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Who want into the gaming grindhouse? Spam that hype, let the voice get loud. From the frame drops down to the cash grab clowns. We the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Let's go. Let's go. Day one disc, I'm still missing. 20 gig patch, yeah, someone's famous. Niggas say gold, feel straight tin, but I'll dive deep, peel that grin.
Game
Speed
over.
run scene, got quiet drama. Forums flame like kitchen sauna. If the loot box spin, got odds that lie. Yo, red fight pit while the sparks fly. Why? Who going into the gaming grindhouse? Fires burn hot while the gears all grind. Now talk that talk, let the rage unwind. Now we the grace, the news, pull the flavor out. Who going into the gaming grindhouse? Spam that hype, let the voice get loud. From the frame drops down to the cash grab clowns. We the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out.
Stop! Enough!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Load 'em up, one by one. Bad take speed, run from leaks in the code. To the points up tight, we stir that pot till it tastes just right. Yeah! Who gon' into the gaming grindhouse? Fires burn hot while the gears all grind. Now talk that talk, let the rage unwind. Now we the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Who gon' into the gaming grindhouse? Man, that hype, let the voice get loud. From the frame drops down to the cash grab clowns. See the glaze, the news, pull the flavor out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's up, grinders? Hit that like button. We are live. Gaming Grindhouse episode 249. Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, my sirens are going off. Oh, they want to, the applause. The applause. Yes, we're live. And you are here, Gaming Grinders. How you doing out there? Welcome to Gaming Grindhouse episode 249. We are one away from the episode 250. And who would have thought at episode 250 we will be playing Halo on PS5? Oh, man. Oh, what?
Stop! Enough!
No, I'm not going to stop. No.
Stop! Stop!
No.
Enough!
There you go. Booty got something for you. No, we're not stopping. I never thought that when I started this show that by episode 250, Master Chief will be gracing the PlayStation 5. Wow. What a time. I already see people got it in their hands already. Let's get to cooking. That's right. We're going to get to cooking. Shout out to the grinders that's coming on in here. Hit that like button. Share it out. Let them know. I don't know what YouTube is doing, but they want to hold me down. They're not sharing out my videos. I'm like, what's going on? I've been putting shorts up there. Nobody wants to watch the shorts. I don't know what's going on here, YouTube. So help the algorithm. Hit that hype button. Hit that grindhouse button, which is called the like button, because we got some topics tonight, man. We're going to talk about Halo releasing. We're going to talk about the digital fiasco that is. We'll talk about the Bethesda Fallout. That's what I'm calling that. We're going to be talking about Xbox says Game Pass failed. Shh. Should have listened to me 5 and 6 years ago. Holy crap. And then Booty just dropping out the turds and more. So we got it all laid out here. We got articles. It is going to be a blazing crazy show. There's a lot of hypocrisy out there. There's a lot of just craziness going on right now. It is the hot summer of July, and it is burning out there. Hope everybody's keeping cool, staying by the pool, and playing some games. But yeah, and sorry, everybody, like with my, as you know from the last show, I had stitches in my thumb from cutting birthday cake. And I get those stitches out hopefully tomorrow. And then I can resume playing as my gaming thumb. So I couldn't do a gaming grind or a community night last week because I couldn't play with the stitches in my thumb. It just kept bothering me. So I haven't played anything really in a week. I haven't used my thumb. Pause. Give a thumbs up. There you go. Hit a like. But yeah, I can't play the controller. It's a weird with the stitches in there. So once they remove them, hopefully then I could, not have that weird feeling. So that's why I didn't have any live streams with playing some games last week. So hopefully these come out this week and we'll get back to cooking with community game nights. We are a few away. Shout out to Steve Leone who dropped a bomb last week. We are now about 20 or so away from a next community game night and a balcony show, which we'll be doing for the members. Hopefully we do one this week.
You're my #1 customer.
So maybe we'll do one this week. We'll see how we hit those goals there. I didn't even set up a goal here. What do you want the goal to be? Do you want to? Well, I didn't even know. I didn't even set up a goal this evening. Oh my goodness. I could do a new booty song. You want a new map booty song? We can make it live. You can tell me what the title will be, and we could create it live. New booty song, you create. There you go. That's what we're gonna do for the goal tonight. You could create a new booty song, and we already got it. Glassdoor Game is starting us off. We already got one. We get 9 more of those. I'll take a consensus of what do we want to do, and we'll make a title and do it. Yeah, cutting. Yeah, it was an ice cream cake. Ron.
Ron.
Yeah, softest injury ever. That's it. They touched my yeah. It was crazy. Don't worry. I used like I said last week. It was basically the sharpest knife ever to cut ice cream cake, and I sliced it, right to my thumb, because I was trying to get the ice cream off the board. Sucks. What's up, D.O. My Spot on? Let's do some shout outs. Glassdoor Game with the 2 kicks us off with the Super Chat Golds this evening. And he says, Circana just crapped on no disc play movement. Yes, I did see that. That is actually what we'll talk about, too. I have that up there. Yeah, new booty song. We got to have a new booty song. Neil's hit 33 months. Yo, thank you so much, Neil. Neil's an OG grinder hitting there. Quality. That's a quality subscription right there. Thank you, Neil. Abagoose Shard, he says, who cut their finger cutting? Holy shit, you guys are. Yeah, I know. I'm talking to the Grindhouse audience. You guys are hardcore. I know it's soft, man. I know it. I cut my thumb. I didn't think I need 2 stitches, but you know what? Everybody has crane there, but I know. We'll play it. Thank you for your well wishes, though, all you grinders. I tell you, I come on here and entertain you guys, and all you do is make fun of my thumb. I'm gonna stick my thumb in your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. But I'll play the soft button. But yeah, it was just a very quick chop to the thumb, and they got the stitches out there. My first stitches ever. Oh man, but definitely, I'll play you. It was you guys are saying, where is it? I see, I can't even find it now because they don't even want me to play it. There it is.
There's only one word to describe
You guys are hardcore.
And I'm gonna spell it out for you. S-A-W-F-T.
Oh, there you go. For Brizzle knows. I got a paper cut on my thumb. There you go. Crooked Vulture sends 10 jewels for a thumbs up. Oh, we got a couple of jewels. Oh, wait, we got some jewels in here. I saw a couple of jewels. Where are those things? They going away? I got 10 jewels. We got 10 jewels. Hey, you got the jewels.
Exciting life now.
Give me the
Breakfast to go.
jewels.
You're going to love my nuts. Watch this.
Oh, they gave the family jewels they gave out there. And I know that, who else? Silver Wolf gave out some jewels. Thank you, Silver Wolf. You got those jewels.
Have an exciting life now.
Give me those family
Breakfast to go.
jewels.
You're going to love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything.
Oh, shit. I was on one of those cakes. Is it cake? My friend says, I don't know. Was it cake? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I got that deal, Mike. I got you. Yeah, I got you, Springfield Chaser. There you go. Somebody sent me some jewels. You got some jewels.
Have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're going to love
Those
my
family jewels. There they are. But yeah, no, that's it. I'll do some shouts. Anonymous Boss says, keep it coming. Keep those jewels coming. That's right. Keep those jewels coming. Hit that like button, too, for Brizzle in the house with his paper cut. We heard our thumbs. Hero Jackson, Otaku Shuku. Rest in peace, God of War. Oh, yeah. Do torn biceps for the God of War live action actor. They're going to have to recast them. Craziness. Springfield Chaser, what's up? Yo, Mr. Tennis in the house. Says, Jez, remember you had 10 people on the Grindhouse. Yeah, I remember that. 10 people, man. And they said, why? And they told me, they're like, like 10 people that listen to Grindhouse. Now I have these haters come in there going, why are you talking about this again? Dude, look at that. Look what happened. Look what the Grindhouse has turned into. There you go. I got a cake from the doctor, though, Harris. Harris is spreading rumors. I got the community note, Harris. He has me. I got cut from the doctor after stitches. I got cake from the doctor. Oh man, somebody got community note his ass. Dude, they gonna community note everybody out there. Jay Arthur, what's up, man? He says Booty got to go. Wild Wolf wants that booty song. So get in there with those super chats. Get to that we get that booty song. You guys are gonna create it. We're gonna listen to it live because I don't even know what it's gonna sound like. John Wayne is in the house. There's Silver Wolf clutch for 30 jewels. That's right, for the 30 jewels in the house. Give him the family jewels. Happy Monday to you, BV. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, we go. Grind warehouse now. Yo, so yeah, what's crazy? We're on episode 250. I still don't know what we're gonna do episode 250. Probably play some Halo, definitely when that comes out. But well, we'll see what we're gonna do for episode 250. I'll think of something special for next week. But yeah, where's our topics tonight? We got Halo releases too. I got ice cream stitches. Yo, Harris is crazy. Somebody got community note him. He's spreading rumors. There's a rumors going on there. So yeah, by the way, so Halo releases on PlayStation. We've seen people already getting their orders with their Master Chief collections. Let me shout out one of the VIP grinders. You may know him. Where is he? I'm gonna show his video. Where is he? Will JP. Go follow Will, man. His channel is blowing up. Will777 JP. We love those 77s. Fellow 77. But yeah, Will just showed his video. Let me show. Will got his when I watch Will video, shout out to Will, one of the VIP grinders. There he is right here. Yo, Will got, watch Will's video. Look what Will got. Tell him, Will.
777.
There he is. He got a big box.
The next day,
what's in that big box? Will, tell him what's in the big box.
So it is a hefty box.
It's a hefty box, Will said. Who would have thought this is the day?
Real quick and see
There's
what's
Will.
in here.
One of the VIPs got his Halo on PS5.
By the way, this is the earliest.
I've never seen it before. Comes with the booklet, colored booklet, the colors.
Try.
Watch this. Show them, Will.
You know what?
A digital code. No, it didn't come with a digital code. It actually comes with the disc. Oh, we'll talk about that. It comes with the disc, but there's nothing on the disc.
And by the way, I'm also being.
Here goes Will. Will, show him what it is. There he is.
Statue, bro. What is this? Like 12 inches tall?
Oh, pause, Will.
I have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're gonna love my nuts. Watch this. You can do everything.
Bad boy.
Oh, Chief.
So this is the chip that.
Tell him, Chief.
Master Chief carries around with him. And Cortana is in here.
There he is.
And then he pops it in the back of his helmet.
That's right, Will. He pops it in the back of his helmet because in the stupid TV show, he had that thing jammed in his ass. Get the hell out of here. That Cortana thing goes in the back of the helmet. They had Cortana. He was butt-ass naked talking to Cortana. That stupid Halo Paramount Plus. Nah. Dude, I don't know. I looked at this when I was watching this, and I'm like, I think they could have did better. I'm not very impressed with that. The one thing that I really don't care for too much,
up there,
I don't like the stone that he's standing on. It looks too plasticky. But look at the stone. I don't like it.
This is dope, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the stone. That stone looks fake.
This is dope. Freaking cool, man.
I don't know. Chief, what do you think? Chief, what do you think about this? Halo on Master Chief. What do you think? Let's see what Chief has to say about this.
Hello. This is Master Chief. And yes, that is my 12 inches of Master Chief. It is a Memorial Day that I am now gracing the PlayStation 5, all 12 inches. And yes, they did go cheap on my statue. They gave me a katana that doesn't fit in my helmet. So, grinders, please support Halo on PS5. Let Asha know that I belong here and all the PlayStation Nation needs to play Halo. Xbox House did need Journey. Hell, there was a man named Booty telling me, John 117, what I should be doing. So, please support Halo and buy my game on PlayStation 5, where you need to buy it. Whereas those freeloading son of a bitches on Xbox will just get my ass in Game Pass. So, grinders, this is Master Chief, and as I always say, Spartans never die, they just go to another console.
Wow. Wow, Chief. Chief graced us with his presence, everybody. My goodness. The Master Chief talking about his 12 inches of plastic. Incredible. Incredible. And he enjoys himself on PlayStation. But shout out to Will for showing Master Chief on a PS5. And there's the disc. Will, tell him how it goes.
Damn, here's the disc. And then here are your codes. Once again, we know that either way, we're going to do a Will It Play with no internet. But yeah, this is everything that's in here, man.
There it is. Shout out to Will. He got the codes. And we're cooking. So now we go to what happens with the physical version. Tell us more, Master Chief. Let's see what happens with Master Chief. Tell us some more. Where is it? So apparently, yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't know. It looks cool. Maybe in person it looks better, but I just didn't like the way. I was not a fan of the way the statue looked. Like I thought that you should be like standing on a grunt or like, come on, man. It's been 25 years of Halo. My goodness, they just got Chief just standing there. Maybe he should have glued up himself. I don't know, man. I don't know. But apparently, according to Does It Play, where is it? Right here. Does It Play? They basically said that the game is not even on the disc. That's what they said. They said the game is not even on the disc. They say that you get to the title screen and you got to connect online to download the rest of the game. Yo, what's up, Thrifty? How you doing, man? So that's what they're saying with that. So, and then again, is that physical? Is that nice? Like they give you the disc, but you still got to go online to download it. Is that ownership? Dude, they've been screwing people left and right with this kind of stuff. Like, here you go. Confirmation, the new Halo release is expected Costa. And this is both on PlayStation and on Xbox. Needs a download to start. A single-player game. Won't let you play without an additional login after that. A Twitter user also was able to share these insights from an early PS5 Collector's Edition. So there you go. Could not completed. Verify that you got to sign in. A non-guest account. Error code Bravo. And then here it is. New game available. Update. There you go. So is it physical? No. I wouldn't consider that physical because you need online to download the game. No game on disc. Like I said before, this whole physical versus digital has been a battle that's been years in the making. So I really, like, they've been shafting us with physical copies for this longest time. Sending you an Xbox who everybody thinks is the savior to this digital future, is the biggest culprit of them all. Because they have not been putting their games on the discs at all. And they haven't been making physical versions to some of their games. There were no physical versions to some of their games. They just didn't make them. Hellblade didn't have a physical version. Hellblade 2. There was no physical version for Hellblade 2. You would think the first time on Xbox, Hellblade 2 would have a credit. I thought they would have a Senua statue and everything like that, make it their franchise. Didn't even do it. Nobody was screaming at them. Why isn't Hellblade 2 have a physical version? Xbox just skipped it. They skipped themselves. So, like, this battle's been going on a long time. But they've been doing it the longest. But just putting a digital code.
You're my number one
just
customer.
putting a key unlock. A key unlock. And you got to go online and download the game. Single play game. And that's not even to register an account online to play. You got to do that too. Just like you got to do that. You got to register. You got to do a separate logon after you download it. So you got to be online to download it, and then you got to be online to log in. So this sucks. People should be roasting their ass as well. Theo My Spongal with the 2. He goes, Xbox 360 ruined gaming. Oh, man, yeah. You know, with the digital storefront. I hear you. It definitely changed it. And Xbox tried to double down on it, dude. They tried to double down on it. There you go. Taran says, Jenky Jones, the PS5 disc does not have the full game. Exactly. Xbox has been doing this for the longest time. And what's crazy is they made such a big deal about dual-layered Blu-rays and all this other stuff to hold all these games, and they never put the games on the disc. They don't even put the games on the disc. So, and that's right. 50 Cent. The physical audience is on the Switch. That's and even them, they've been messing around too with their whole cards and sharing cards, and you can't play the game on 2 different devices with digital, and you got to check your card out and hand it. Like, dude, that's some DRM on. That's been a pain in the ass. I'd tell you, with 2 Switches, they are like the worst with having a Switch 1 and a Switch 2. Like having to know, like, if you're not online, you can't check out. If you played the game on the Switch 1, like you play Smash Brothers on Switch 1, and then you leave, and that game is checked in, and you don't have Wi-Fi, like, you cannot check that game back into the Switch 2 until you connect back online. And you can pull it from the Switch 2. Pull it from the Switch, which is crazy. You got to be online to do that. That's for a digital game. So you can't even, like, offline it. You can't play 2 copies. Whereas you can do that in a PlayStation. If you make a home PlayStation, you could do that. You could play a digital copy on 2 different accounts. If you use a PlayStation as a main account, one PlayStation could run multiple profiles, and then another one runs another profile. You could play a digital game with 2 different accounts. But yeah, but they made such a big deal about Blu-ray, gonna hold all these games and all this other stuff, and did nothing. Xbox hasn't been doing it at all, and you know, that's the least of their problems. People say don't talk bad about Xbox, but people want to go after Sony for saying we're going to stop playing physical, we're going to stop making physical media in 2028. And Xbox hasn't been using it since then. And what is that? A disc coaster. So, like I said, this battle is bigger than just what everybody's trying to make it out to be. It's not one person. It is a whole industry. And yet again, we are now almost a month. What? Sony hasn't said shit. And on top of it, nobody, no publisher, no first-party studio, nobody has taken an anti-Sony approach. Nobody has said, oh, well, that's them in 2028. We will be supporting physical moving forward. Nobody has said it. No Nintendo, no Xbox, no EA. On the cusp of Madden, they'll probably keep doing physical prior to the end of the time. But nobody has came out to like I said, Sony had their nuts floating in the wind. They're ready.
I can go directly to
They
Blackmass.
stuck their head out there. Them and Rockstar put their necks out there saying physical is done. Like, you know, we're not going to do it. all the other competitors, all the other publishers could easily just jump out there and go, that not us. They not like us. Nobody has. Everybody been quiet. Not the people. The people have been fighting. But nobody else came in with, this is how we share games. No. You want to know why? Because they're all doing it. That's why. They're all doing it. You got the big dog revealed his balls in the wind. That was a perfect opportunity to say, hey, that's not us. God, them Xbox should be out there like Kendrick Lamar. Sony not like us. Sony not like us. They not like us. But they didn't. Instead, they shipped Halo with no game on it. Wonderful. Like, no, they are. That's it. Good job. That's because they all agree, Jeremy. That's right. Nobody said anything. Even Nintendo could have roasted Sony a little bit, even with their little chips. They didn't. But still, today, episode 249, nobody has said anything. And then on top of that, a big, again, I'm not here to say if you want physical or if you just love all digitals, there's a right or wrong. I acknowledge that there's people that do physical, like our VIP grinder, Will 77, like he has all those physical games. He tests them all out. Listen, that's great. I'm not saying one should be favored over the other, but I gotta tell you, that battle's been going on for a long time. But what's interesting is that Piscatella came out today and shared some data. People were using the Insomniac data, going, Sony, your first-party games sell great on physical. You're lying. Because the Insomniac leak from years ago. Well, Piscatella dropped some new data from Circana, saying 2 PlayStation video games sold more than 10,000 physical units in the U.S. during the week ending in July 11th, 2026. 2. Over 10,000 physical units. 7 have sold more than 100,000 physical units year to date. The bet is that some who prefer physical will convert to digital, and those who won't will be more than made up for the higher profitability from those that do. I don't know, man. I don't trust Matt Piscatella. Hero Jackson, dude, I have no friggin' clue. He comes in with numbers here. I hate the whole, like his version, his interpretation of the numbers. It would be wonderful if they just showed us the friggin' numbers. Like, you know, if they just showed what it is. But it's like his perception of what those numbers are. So 7 games have sold more than 100,000 units. Listen, it's not small change. But when you're talking about millions sold, when you're talking about we sold 3 million, 4 million, and you got 100,000 that are selling physical and 10,000, it is about the 90% that they said. So that's just justification for where they're going. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I think the option should be available to everybody. But majority of the U.S. is digital. And now maybe a physical. But then you got to think about where's Xbox in all those stores and stuff. They're not pushing physical. They don't have a physical presence in half those stores. So the industry itself is definitely converting all to digital. And they want that because they got more control. There's no secondhand market with digital. I understand the business need. But my whole thing is for price competitiveness and options. That's my
You're my number one customer.
The Gaming Grindhouse approach is I do like physical's existence as an option and as a way of alternative pricing. Because when you have physical games in a store and Best Buy wants to get rid of them, they will drop the price below MSRP, and then I have an option to scoop up a game for cheaper than what it is offered than an organized sale because they want to get it out of there. Now, they're not getting rid of Best Buy in this future. This Best Buy will be, the game will be on a code, but you got to think, having a physical game behind the plastic or behind the lock and key that the guy at Target has unlocked, and then you have a little hook with like 30 cards on it. Will the retailers have pressure to push those cards? I don't think so. Not as much as when you have a physical product on store shelves behind lock and key and you ordered a couple of them and they're not ordering as much. You know, a card with a code on it really is not a lot of overhead. Like, that's not a lot that they could put aggressive sales on it. That's where my challenge is. I always like the 2-for-1 at Target that they would do to get you in the store. Like, they would use the game for doorbuster, or they would use a discount. So that's my opinion. For even though majority of my library is digital because I want it sooner, I want it now. Where physical, I always find if I pre-order and stuff, it comes the day after. I can't play it at midnight. All this crap. They don't do midnight launches anymore. So that's why I moved more to digital, was to play it now. You know, after a show, stream it live at midnight. That's why I moved over to more digital. And also, too, it's easier to bounce around to different PlayStations and have my whole library digital with the portal. That's my justification. Is it the right one? Is it the one that everybody should follow? No. Those are my benefits. That's how I view it. But I do like the option of physical. That's why I told everybody to go buy those disc drives for the PS5 Pro. To at least have the option when Target or Best Buy go, yeah, we don't want any more of these, and now you got a sale. Or you want it used for some reason. You don't feel like buying the game new. You find it at Best Buy used. You find it on eBay, secondhand used. It opens up a whole other alternative pricing market. That's what physical does. That's why I like physical, for those instances where I want to get a game for less or pick up a game because it's on sale. I remember I picked up hockey because it was real cheap. I picked up, what was it? The Quarry. I still have it. I bought it. I got it. I wound up, they gave it to me digital. I wound up buying it physical because it was like $20 on sale because it was like, came out at $50. I was like, I'm not paying $50 for those games. $20 I'll pay for it. So that's the thing. So that's my opinion. There's a battle that's been going on, but it looks like the whole market is shifting. And again, nobody has come out to challenge PlayStation. Octagon Ocelot with the 2. Again, it's to our goal. He goes, 100% every publisher wants this, not just Sony. Yeah, that's why they're all quiet. But now we have some Matt Piscatella data to kind of show relatively how much is being sold there, you know, and it is not a lot, you know, so you could see why they've been moving over on that stuff. Yo, what's up, Frogs? How you doing, man? Hope you had a great 4th of July, man. How you doing? He says, it's all propaganda. It's all crying. Hey, listen, I don't want to call it crying on the internet, but I do feel that people are taking it a little too, like, boycotting and all the other stuff. Hey, you want to boycott, do what you want to do, but you better hold down to it. No, I did not, for Brizzle. I did not finish the directive. Maybe we'll finish out on community game night. I got like 2 more missions left, 2 more chapters left. So I will finish the for Brizzle, and I'll do the recap. So maybe we'll do that on the next community game night. I got to finish the directive. Thank you. Yes. Maybe that I could play with my bum thumb. That might be good, because then you just move up. But it's going to be wild. And we don't know. Like Wild Wolf says, next gen will be a nightmare. We don't know. Are they going to offer a physical disk drive external for those that are moving over on the PS5? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We don't know the full story. Another reason why Sony messaging sucks. But, you know, if you're going to boycott something, what's up, RPG88? How you doing, man? Howdy to you. If you're going to hold to it and put it in front of an audience, then you better hold to it. No cracking. But I'm not boycotting anything. I'm not depriving myself of games. I could give you my points of why I agree and why I disagree. And what people are going to make their own decisions. But I'm not saying, well, I'm not playing Wolverine this year. Huh? I'm not buying GTA until it's physical. I'm not doing that because I'm playing them. I want to play those games. So I don't know. I'm sorry. For me, I'm like this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't have time to protest and stuff like that. You know, if I don't like it, I just won't pay it. I just won't buy it. And that's it. If I don't like it, I won't buy it. But I'm not going to, you know, cause a whole audience, get everybody riled up and stuff, and then fold. Because I know it's not true. You know what I mean? I'm just doing it for attention. Don't do that for attention. You guys come here to Gaming Grindhouse, we're genuine. We're grinders. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't. I'm not lying to anybody. That's not what I'm doing to my audience. So anyway, let's go to the big one. Yeah, Black Ops was flying up too, right? That was going big. So next one was, I call this one was the, this next topic, grinders. Hit that like button as you're coming on in here. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We're on our way. We're almost one episode away from episode 250. But one of the things that came up was last week, and again I got so busy. I wanted to do a live show on Friday, but I got pulled into something, and I had to go to a concert. Oh, I saw Trombone Shorty, man. Freaking awesome, man. That was awesome. Trombone Shorty is freaking, he has an awesome show. So I went to go see him. It was great, man, because I play the trombone, but man, the way he plays that trombone, that is crazy. He plays that thing like a trumpet. But it is crazy. Oh, one thing, before I move on to the Bethesda grinders, I wanted to show you this. Yeah, I thought that was funny, Tristus J. PC dudes talking about boycotting. Meanwhile, they got what's his name? They got Gabe Newell shoved up their ass. Whoa, watch this. Watch this thing. I wanted to show this before I left on the hill. Oh! Yo, Steven Leon with a 20 bomb. Hey, what's up, Steven Leon? How you doing, man? Oh, man, he got him. Shout out to Steven Leon, baby. He got you that community game night. Thank you for the VIP 308. 308. Yo, you got it. Thank you, Steven. I guess we're playing the directive. He just came and kicked the door in, man. Came and kicked the door in. Yo, shout out to Steven Leon, man. He got a whole bunch. He got who? Welcome to VIPs. We got Andy. We got CJ Robinson. Oh, shit, got CJ Robinson. Shit, he's not going to like that. Buds, Nunny, Woods, PlayStation Sweden. We got Sweden House, Michael Johnson, Bead God, B-Dog, Mr. B, Zoc, Woods, J10X, Triple X, Cadme, and Mismas, and Mike K, and Straight Shot. Yo! Oh, look at that. Trombone Shorty, my peeps from the 6th ward. Have a good shot. Yo, thank you, Steven Young, man. Steven Young kicked the door in there. Everybody give Steven Young a big thank you, man. He got you your community game night. But hey, if you did not get a VIP, it's on. It's $5. Get on in there, and you could be on the balcony show that we're going to be doing. I'll let you know. Keep it locked here. Subscribe to the Gaming Grindhouse, and then definitely I'll let you know when we're doing balcony show, the VIP special show this week. So if you didn't get one, you could just hit that VIP button. But if you did get one, thank you to Stevie Alone for the bomb. And if you want to pay it forward, that's always great as well. Shout out to, G's of the Teslas, Gaming Grindhouse Ska Band. Yo, I was part of a ska band for a little bit, man, in high school. Yo, but I tell you, man, yo, on the, yeah, it was awesome. It was, dude, that guy's amazing. He did trombone, he did trumpet, the drums, and his band is incredible. And yo, he went into the state, he went to the crowd, and everything like New Orleans. It was awesome. I loved it. It was great music. Awesome, man. Awesome stuff. Trombone Troy, if he comes to your neighborhood, definitely go see it, because it is energy from the beginning and does not stop. So one thing before I move on for the Halo, wanted to show you this and get you what did the Grindhouse think? I want a reaction from the gaming grinders. Remember we were talking about that's good, Cheslor. That's right. Yes, I did do the ska band. Yeah, back when ska was crying. I don't even know. Do people do ska anymore? It was great. It was good music back in the 90s. Everybody's doing late 90s, early 2000s ska. I was doing it. I do my trombone. But yeah, but I love it. It was great. So I wanted to show this. You watched him grow up? Wow, Abu Gashar watching. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy, dude. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so good. He gave everybody a soul. There's a baritone saxophone got soul. Oh, it did come back in the early 2020s. You know what? It's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I like all types of music. It is crazy. But my favorite, I like EDM dance, as you know, like DJing stuff. I love that. But like, I love all like, if you could take an instrument, like, you know, and just jamming, man. I love music that just moves you. That's what I love. But who doesn't, dude? So this is once the VIPs calm down. One of the things, that's right, Josh. Remember that the late '90s ska boom was great, dude. I remember that was when No Doubt was doing it. That was like that was in the stuff with No Doubt. They were doing some ska. And that was like kind of a ska band. There was a whole bunch like the Conigans. Like, well, I don't know if they were ska, but like I remember No Doubt. There were a lot of ska bands. There was oh shit, I forgot what they were.
You're my number one customer.
No come. But yeah, so somebody showed the third person mode in Halo. Oh, SBI Technin has some good EDM. Oh, that's good. I'll check that out. Yeah, I know. I don't know. But this is a skull, right? And they told you it's a secret mode that you got to find the skull and activate it. But they don't know what level of the 13 that the skull is on. But this is the third-person mode that they showed.
We are playing Halo Campaign Evolved in the
iconic you guys to see it first.
Location of the moment you land from your escape pod onto Halo, the Ring planet. We're also playing in third person. And Xbox gave me permission to show you guys an early look at third person, so I wanted to show you guys some cool stuff here, man. This is what it looks like. It feels great. It looks great. It makes the entire game feel totally different. Obviously, Halo is known for first person. This is what the regular run looks like, or the sprint run, sorry. This is what the regular run looks like. You can jump, of course, crouch. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a look at some of the animations. If you switch to your Magnum, you are going to zoom in with that, as you can see
Not
here,
over the shoulder.
Which, yeah, it all just feels and looks really, really good. Now let's show you guys some combat. And we're going to jump into some combat here, man. Again, it's crazy because it feels a lot like Halo, because it is Halo, obviously. But the third person, man, it makes it just... It's like an entirely new experience. It's really, really interesting. And I know some of you are mad about the sprint, but I gotta be honest, it doesn't bother me at all. I am an OG Halo player. It just honestly makes traversal faster. I don't see the negative in that. We can throw some grenades here. Show you what that looks like.
I gotta say, grind this. It looks janky. It runs goofy. This is the mode. Like, it's not a mode. It's you got a secret. Oh, look at just it's such a. It's like they just took the. I thought there was better fluid third person in multiplayer than this. Like he don't move like the multiplayer characters. Like when you see characters in multiplayer, they move a lot smoother. But even look at this, like, look, like, come on, man. It's like, it's so janky. Like, he's running through the bushes. The bushes don't even move or anything. Like, look at it. Look at it. Oh, my God. Clips through the bushes. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Magnum zooms in. Is there visible damage? Is there damage on him? Does he have the weapons on his holster there? Yeah. But I don't, yeah, I'm just like, it looked cool in the still shots, but then like watching it in this, you know, I can see why it's a skull. Like they basically just pulled the camera back and just made it. That's the sprint right there. But yeah, wasn't very impressed, and the people weren't very impressed either. If you look at the comments and stuff, some people say it looks great. This is the way it's meant to be played. No, man, no, Colt, please. This is not the way it's meant to be played. Like, I'm getting it, but it's like these half measures, man. It's like, if you're going to do this, then do it right. Don't make it a secret skull on 13 levels. Make a real third person, like a third person Halo mode. Like, you know, like they did, like Call of Duty did it pretty well with their third person. They improved it. It looked good, but I just think I don't think I'm going to be playing the game. I might switch to it to try it out, but I don't think I'm going to be playing like I'm getting for novelty too. I just want to see what the Unreal Engine looks like in Halo. And I want to see what some of the fixes. I want to play those early missions too, which I believe you got to beat the game or to unlock the 3 missions. You don't just play them up front. But like, yeah. And no photo mode either. You know, this beautiful Halo Unreal 5, no photo mode. They said that you could get a skull that turns off your HUD. And then you could use the flotation camera to move the camera around or something like that. Like, you got to like activate like 2 or 3 skulls in order to move a camera around to pretend photo mode, but no like aperture, like a real photo mode at all. Nothing. This is what they do, man.
Master Chief.
This is what they do. But yeah, I don't know what you guys thought of it. So yeah. And also, if you change your character, like different outfits and stuff like that, it doesn't change in the cutscenes. So if you do different armors and stuff with him, it doesn't change him in the cutscene. He uses the basic armor. Weird shit. I know, right? Josh, they had the machinima stuff. Dude, do you remember like in Halo 2 or 3, they had like the recording of everybody's move? You could go back to an actual recording and record the whole message, the whole thing. Like you could like every movement was recorded, and you could go back in the replay and just go right to an actual move, and yeah, it was pretty wild. Classic, not at launch edition. Exactly, Michael Meridian. Yeah. So yeah, there it is. I'm getting it, and I'll stream it definitely for the 250th anniversary of the Gaming Grindhouse, 250th episode. But like, I just. That mode definitely is a lot to be desired, and it's a hidden skull, which I don't even know what level it's on. I'm sure we'll find out as soon as it releases on there. But typical Xbox is going halfway with their biggest releases. The biggest Halo anniversary ever, and it's like, yeah, well, if you're gonna do it right. Don't do half-ass. You know. And even this stuff, like, you know, this early access, this dude Rebs was flipping out. He's like, you don't give early access and permission to post certain new content before everyone else with a large following. Many of the people who are chosen normally don't talk about Halo or follow new information. You should give early access to the people who are actually taking the time to stay up to date on information about new projects known for Halo content so they can share accurate. Because basically this whole thing, the Flawless Cowboy and Gilded Onyx armor was shown already, and people are like, where do you get that? And it's like obtained by pre-ordering it. There's still time. The other skins are included with the premium and collector's editions. So the guy was showing the different armors here.
For Master Chief, and Xbox gave me permission to show you guys all of these. And the first one I wanted to show you is called the Mark V Flawless Cowboy.
That's the original.
And it's absolutely incredible, man. It is a throwback to the original Master Chief suit from the original Halo with the low resolution textures. I love this one. It's so cool. And this next one is called Gilded Onyx. It has this really cool black and
but when you do the cutscenes, he's in his regular one.
Especially if you get up close and see how kind of the materials are reflected. And again, man, really cool looking skin. Not something I'd ever think I'd see.
The hell is that, Rise?
In Halo 1. Type 117, and it's almost like a mech suit, but it's basically just a beefed up Spartan suit for Master Chief. Suit with some really, really cool detail, especially like the cape. If you get close to this cape, you can actually see the individual fibers in the netting combined to become one. Really cool looking.
Oh, look at that.
The gauntlet's really different. Whatever.
Oh, that's spoilers though. Sorry. Sorry. But yeah, but that's the thing. They chase the people that have high followings, and they don't give it to the people that genuinely care about the Halo. So that's what he was complaining about on that one. D, what's up? Member, at 10 months, he goes, I recall in one of the Blops games, they had heat maps of where you got killed from. Did Call of Duty have replays too? They did, but like the way Halo did it, I'm not sure if it was Halo. It was one of the Halos. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was, I thought it was 2 or 3. They would record the whole replay, and you could just rewind it. Like, it recorded everything, and you could use it for like machinima and just kind of like highlight reels and stuff like that. Like, it was before its time. But but the way it did it, it wasn't just recording the game from your perspective. It recorded the whole game from like the zeros and ones and zeros. Let me see. Halo multiplayer replay mode revolution or something like that. It was something. It was their replay mode recording or something like that. Or movie mode. I think it was like movie mode or something like that. Theater mode. That's what it was. It was in Halo. Well, Master Chief had it, but it was introduced. Which Halo was it introduced at? I thought it was Halo 3. Maybe it was Halo 3. Save films. Halo 3 had a built-in theater mode that it recorded your multiplayer matches. You could watch them, adjust the camera, and recorded clips directly from the game's main menu in the theater section. How it worked, like it wasn't a tradition. Here, this is the thing. See, this is what I was just trying to highlight. It wasn't a traditional video file. It didn't take up data. That's what the thing. It didn't take up a lot of data. Instead, the game recorded the exact data of the match, such as player positions and movements, and plays and bots and characters back to create the match. So you can fast forward, pause, live action from any player. It was, if you want a specific clip, you could use a record tool. So that was the thing. You weren't recording a whole 20-minute video that just took up tons of data. Instead, it was actually recording the data and then it put bots in it. So basically, you were watching a replay with bots. That was a replay, so it didn't take up memory. This is the innovation that they were doing back then. Isn't that crazy? Like, how do we go back? Like, how do we digress? I don't understand this. And like I said, gaming, I don't even know. You innovated in replay modes where, like, it recorded this. It didn't bog down hard drives. It basically recorded the data and just put bots in it. So you could save the film, and it was like a couple of megabytes because it was just the data of the fight. And then when you activated it, it just put bots in there. So you watched it from a replay there. Craziness. That's Bungie. Sony. What do you do with them? Bungie of old. This is what they were doing back then to save space. We didn't have record that. We didn't have video clips, share buttons. That was a 360 Halo 3. Anyway. So to watch Halo and everything just devolve, it's so horrible. Glassdoor Game with the 5. He goes, Jez, Sneaker SO said internally Xbox hardware is dead. Yes, I did see that. I think I clipped that one too. Did I even show? Oh my God, was I even sharing my screen there? I thought it was. Was I? I think I was. But yeah, that's what I was reading. What about the cookbook? Oh, damn. Theater mode. Yeah, you can fly around, but it's so smart. It saves space. Bungie may be in trouble. That's right. Hit that like button, grinders, as you're coming on in here. Yeah, Bungie may be in trouble too. But yeah, like, it's so crazy to watch these innovations that happen a decade ago and think that nothing has ever came up from them. Same thing goes, like, even the Crackdown with the cloud, like the destruction from the cloud and what they demoed with Crackdown before they made real Crackdown, where, like, the damage was so specific to the bullet, to the breaking of each specific stone because it was being calculated. Like, what happened? Nobody, no other game, no other developers using that, even at Xbox. They're the ones that talked about this tech. They didn't think about incorporating it into Gears, and nobody, like, I don't understand it. They had the power of, 20 Xboxes in the cloud, rendering, off-rendering physics engines and shit. Yeah. Nope. And while we're on Halo, I guess we got to roast them one more time. But here you go, grinders. Look at this disaster. And maybe this why, because again, I think this is and again, I think businesses, I think at both of them, Xbox and PlayStation, I think that the top executives just took over who didn't know shit, and they didn't allow for this type of innovation anymore. They just said, nah, make something that will sell, make something that everybody likes, and just go, go, go. And I think that's what it is. Look at this Halo roadmap. You want to hear about a disaster? Halo original roadmap, Halo Studios, was 3 games in 3 years, and only 1 survived. When Pierre took over, there were 3 games in 3 years they were going to do. They canceled Ecker and a new Halo campaign. Pierre Heats, whatever his name is, full circle failure. Battle Royale to extraction shooter and back again to a Battle Royale, nixed it. Possible DLC for campaign involved, nixed. Uncertainty about Halo 2 and 3 remakes. They don't know if they're going to do Halo 2 and Halo 3 remakes. And Halo massive multiplayer online, not happening. A lot of knots. Then what is coming from Halo Studios? Asha? What is there? Originally, studio head Pierre Heats planned 3 Halo games in 3 years. Campaign evolved, the next multiplayer game, Project Echo, and a new campaign. However, only Campaign Evolved survived, the remake of the first game. Echo, which began as a Battle Royale, Project Tatanka, then shifted back to an extraction shooter, then went back to a Battle Royale, fully canceled. Done. New campaign never gained traction due to the lack of vision, plan, and leadership. Well, they fired all the leaders. And look at the reasoning. Poor leadership, struggled to manage multiple projects simultaneously. Echo was never intended to include classic multiplayer modes. Echo was originally developed as an extraction shooter, super big team battle. Pierre decided to change course again by reverting Echo back to Battle Royale. No other mainline campaign or multiplayer game is currently in full development, only concepts. They're uncertain about Halo 2 and 3, and nobody at the studio has ever heard of the Halo massive multiplayer. Studio employees are worried about the franchise's future and potential layoffs after Campaign Evolve releases. And that was going to be my initial title of the video. And maybe I'll do another video this week, like a short one. I'm going to try to do, I don't know. You let me know in the comments or in the chat. Do you want me to do, I know you guys love it live. I just can't go live every single time. But if I could do 15-minute videos of just quick hits, I know that's what the bites were supposed to be. But let me know if you want me to do some of those, because because there's a lot I want to talk about. And to try to get it all in the show, maybe I could do some quick hits so you guys can get some quick bites of that. So that's what, because one of the things I'm going to cover in another video will be the demise of what the future of Halo and Gears looks like. Because that was the initial thing. Before Booty opened up his ass cheeks, and we're going to talk about that, was what happens with the 1,600 remaining layoffs? And what happens to Campaign Evolved and Halo Studios with all these canceled projects? Are you going to have 500 people just sitting around twiddling their thumbs with canceled projects? Or are they going to be gone? Or do we have Gears, E-Day, after we drop them and destroy that franchise by making that exclusive during this crazy time? What happens to them at the Coalition? So I'm going to do a quick hit video on that one, on those. So stay tuned. Subscribe, grinders, so you catch that video when I do it this week. I'm going to do some quick hits there. And yes, now we'll get to what you guys are talking about too, with the damage control from Mr. Richard Simmons, Todd Howard. Todd Howard. Richard Simmons here doing all. Came on in and did a damage control, because that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a damage control. And Asha actually came in there to damage control as well. So this is my take on this one. And then we'll get into booty cheeks. So Asha comes out, and Todd Howard decided to open his mouth and make a bunch of promises. Remember, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Well, Todd Howard just told a whole bunch of lies from the Uber driver. That's right, Josh. from the Uber driver. Hit that like button, grinder. Subscribe if you're new. Let me see that subscribe button light up. Francesco's latest. Todd Howard comes out here, a note from Bethesda, and they just make a litany of just promises. Litany of just stuff they're working on. It's like Asha met him for the first time, and he just said, Asha, let me tell you. And I'm seeing this, that they're quickly trying to damage control the amount of people that they fired and teams that they shuttered. They did it with id. Oh, id's still there. It's the same people from the 2024 team or whatever like that bullshit. They gutted them. We got confirmation that they gutted them. They're gone. There's maybe like 10 people. Don't tell me like, oh, you left one person but got rid of the rest of the body. Oh, but it's still there. It's still there. And they're trying to soften the blow because everybody cannot believe how many studios that they kept open because they kept like 1-2 dudes there, but they got rid of the whole entire talent. What's up, Curse Kane? How you doing, man? No, we're cooking. We're only in topic number 2. We're cooking. And then they're telling those 2 dudes, 1 tooth, get on the microphone and tell them that you're good. I hold the gun to the head. Josh says, tell them you're fine. It's like, oh, I got this team of 50 people, of artists and producers and talent and all this other stuff. Well, we're getting rid of 48 of them. But we're still open. Well, we're still open. Imagine having a restaurant. And you got like 2 chefs. You got 10 staff up front. You got a whole bunch of people. And they go, yeah, you want to know what? We're just going to keep the hostess. The host. But we're still keeping the restaurant open. Well, who's cooking the food? I guess the host is going to do it. Or maybe order. I don't know. But we got 50 people in this restaurant, and we're keeping the host. So we're still open. We didn't shut the studio down. We're still making those hamburgers. Well, who's making them? The chefs. You fired the chefs. I don't know. We're open, Bob. We're open. Asha says we're open.
How about those exclusives?
And we're exclusive. Asha said we're open. We're open. You got rid of the whole friggin' team. Oh, but we didn't shut the studio down. We got 1 dude. So what they did is said, hey, 1 dude, we need you to post and tell everybody it's fine. Guy was shitting in his pants. He had to get on there and post and go, no, we're good. We're still on track. We're still on track. We made games with 1 dude before. It's okay. And that's what all this is. So they had Richard Simmons looking motherfucker, Todd Howard, run out there and run his mouth with a, oh, you lie. Get out there, Todd Howard. Go promise 7,000 games. And that's what Todd Howard did. And guess what happened? They all got the word Fallout in them. You want to know why? Because of the TV show. Listen, the Fallout TV show saved Bethesda. I'm telling you right now. Because if it was Starfield, I don't give a shit how many sandwiches you're eating. Bethesda would have been gutted. Ella Pennell saved Fallout. Ella and Amazon saved Bethesda. I'm telling you right now. Because Asha came in and saw the success of Fallout, the TV show, and was like, yep, more Fallout. Go to work, Todd. But I'm making Elder Scrolls. I want somebody to make Fallout. I saw Ella Pennell. I want Fallout. But Todd's like, but I'm doing Elder Scrolls. She's like, who? What's an Elder Scroll? It's a fantastical world. Nobody wants that shit. Everybody wants Fallout. And Ella Pennell, put her in the game. Because Asha doesn't know. Asha just knew the success of the TV show, and she said, everybody be doing Fallout. I want remakes, remasters, your mother's masters. I want everybody doing Fallout. I want all Fallout. Every day, all Fallout. All right, but I got to finish the Elder Scrolls. I don't give a shit who scrolls. We want all the Fallouts. Because Asha said, I saw the TV show, and that's what we want to do. So They said, if you can't do it, Richard Simmons, then we're going to get Obsidian to do it. Somebody going to be making Fallout. Everybody making Fallout all the time. Party all the time. Fallout all the time. I want to Fallout everything. I want Fallout the underwears. I want Fallout the flamethrower. Merchandising. This is Asha. Asha walked in. Listen, Asha came walking in there to Bethesda and met Todd Howard. He's like, would you like to see some of the Elder Scrolls? And she said, no, show me the Fallout merchandising.
Merchandising. Come, I'll show you. Open up this door. Come, walk this way. Take a look. We put the picture's name on everything. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made. Spaceballs the t-shirt. Spaceballs the coloring book. Spaceballs the lunchbox. Spaceballs the breakfast cereal. Spaceballs the flamethrower. The kids love this one. Tell them to come.
That's what she said. Merchandising. Fallout. That's what she said. So there you go. So the damage control of Bethesda and Todd Howard, they said, make a bunch of promises. We don't know if they're going to be good. Just do it. Because everybody loves Fallout and Ella. So just do it. And he's like, but can I throw in some stuff about Starfield? She goes, whatever the hell you want to do, Todd Howard. Sweating to the oldies. Sweating to Starfield. The Starfield has 17 million people playing, 1 billion hours. Why don't we tell us how many sandwiches they're eating? Because that's what we really need to know. Where are the sandwiches? I want to know how many people eating sandwiches in Starfield. That's all I give a shit about. More than 40% of our players have customized through creations. Shut up. Starfield's dead, bitch. 17 million players. Game of the generation, my asshole. That thing belongs into space. Done. I don't give a shit how many people are fixing your game. 40% of people customize their experience. Yeah, because it sucks. Hold on, reverb. It sucks. There you go. That's why 50% of your players have customized their game because the game sucks. That's not something to be celebrating, Todd Howard. Over 50% of people have customized their experience because I couldn't deliver them with thousands of planets. Sucks ass. That's why, Todd. That's why 50% of people are trying to fix your shit. So we skipped that. Starfield dead. That was just a plug for like, oh, Starfield's back. Yeah, my ass. Until you show me the DLC was ass. Your second DLC was shit. Whatever's next. Here we go. The future is Fallout. They should say the future of Fallout. No, the future is Fallout because that's all it is. Fallout, the lunchbox. Fallout, the breakfast cereal. Dog meat for everybody. Name everybody name their pets dog meat. Fallout 76 to be the millions of... Oh, shit. Dude. Fallout 7. Fallout Shelter. Yo. Remasters of Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Oh, shit. And here it is. Kilter Films and Amazon Studios on 10 Emmy nominations for Fallout Season 2, and production of Fallout Season 3 is under the way. There you go, grinders. That is the answer. This is the reason why you're getting all the Fallout, because Asha wants to be leader in entertainment. You don't give a shit about games. She don't know about games. She don't know what an Elder Scrolls is. She don't care about your Bethesda. All she saw was Ella Pennell and Emmy nominations and Fallout, and everything is Fallout. That's why we're getting remasters, your son's masters, the mother's masters, everybody remastering. We're going to get Fallout until we shit in Fallout every single day, because Asha is going to make sure that we don't want to see anything dealing with a toxic wasteland ever again. They're going to make sure we're sick of it, that we're going to see Pip-Boy and we're going to throw up, because they're going to make masters and remasters and moo masters and this because of the TV show. And again, if it wasn't for the TV show, they would be gone. Todd Howard would be a professional Uber driver. But because of the TV show, everything is a Fallout. and the show was going to get milked. I like the show. I thought the show was great. I watch it. I like the show. Here we go. Obsidian is doing Fallout. They told him to stop making your other game. You're going to make a Fallout game. So that's what they're doing. Then Elder Scrolls, because he happened to be making that game, so that has to get pumped out. But and it just shows, this is what I'm trying to say, Grind, is why this is a damage control and why Asha needed this out there. We haven't even seen, and please hit that like button, because this is some serious shit right here. We haven't even seen Elder Scrolls ever since it's been announced with Sarah Bond like 3 years ago. And he is already talking about Fallout 5. Starfield didn't even get proper DLC that made it worth a damn. Traditionally, their games get like 3 big DLCs, like, Fallout 3, the Elder Scrolls. I think like 3 big episodic, Oblivion, huge, like the Dragonborn they had. They get these big, massive DLCs. Starfield got 1 DLC and it was ass. And then I think they're trying to work on another one. I think they maybe released it sucked. But all his games, since he's been, prior to being purchased by shit Microsoft, they had, am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I am exactly factual in the sense that they had 3 major DLCs for their franchises. And they were almost like another game. Then he got bought by Microsoft and he shit out goddamn Starfield, horrible DLC. And before he could get even to Starfield annualized DLC, he announced an Elder Scrolls, which was announced in 2019, and now saying Fallout 5. Fallout 5 is in pre-production. As of probably Asha coming in there going, I want Fallout. And he's like, but I got to finish Elder Scrolls. Like, I don't give a shit who scrolls. I want Fallout 5 right now. Okay, we'll put it in pre-production. It's a disaster. You know what? No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it right now. Here it is. I'm not saying it.
It was a disaster, Ryan. It was a train wreck. It was a disaster, Ryan. It was a train wreck. It was a disaster, Ryan. It was a train.
Let him say it. Fallout the musical. This is absolutely asinine. And all this stuff on the heels of the gutting of 1,600 employees, and 1,600 more are coming. It just shows you the ignorance. And actually, the road ahead. Thank you. They just threw these other in there, but it's all about Fallout. They're doing a remaster of Fallout New Vegas, remaster of Fallout whatever one, 3, 4. But they announced Fallout 5 in pre-production. Meanwhile, we haven't seen anything with Elder Scrolls. And that was announced in 2019. It was 7 years ago. Like, come on, man. Like, this is bullshit. And then you look and watch this. This is what I mean. It's all just damage control. And what's crazy is all this stuff was being developed and none of it was shown at the showcase. And can you even believe them if it was shown at the showcase? None of it was shown at the showcase. Nothing. He had nothing to show. Bethesda, Fallout, nothing. Starfield, nothing. Elder Scrolls, nothing. Nothing at the showcase. Nothing was shown. What's up, Lunchi? Nothing was shown. But he has all these things. What, a month after the showcase, all of a sudden he got 20 games that he's promising. Oh, we got remasters. We got Starfield's back. We got Fallout 5 and Fallout Remastered and Fallout Your Mothers. We got all this shit. If you had all this shit, then where were you in the showcase? Instead, they used the showcase like a friggin' used car sales. Put a bunch of games up there that we don't plan to be releasing at all. That was their summer showcase, which I still can't believe to this day. People are not pissed off that flew there. And like, there should be such an outcry from Xbox fans on being manipulated and duped straight to their face that they went out there and met these dopey executive bastards who've shown them a sizzle reel of games that they did not plan to release or have even in existence, even advertising them as Xbox Game Pass when they knew that they were gone. They were shutting them down. And they showed it during their show as if it was their own and it was coming and everything was fine. And it didn't make sense. It's like, well, wait, you're talking exclusives, but why putting these games on PS5? Because they were never releasing them to begin with. And they had Fan Fest and flew people with 5 floors of catering. And these Xbox fans are not going, are you like raging right now? Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. You spent that money and got glazed out the ass. I cannot believe the disgrace. That is crazy. People want to talk about digital copies and Sony shit. Oh, that's disgraceful. They had people go there to California to watch a showcase, had us watch a showcase when they knew that games in that showcase were never coming out. They were never even coming out. They had no intention of even releasing them. That is manipulation like nothing else. And then go to proceed after showcase, fire the shit out of everybody, and then tell 2 dudes left at the studio to stop posting saying everything is fine. Asha is the most heartless, disrespectful person to gaming. She don't give a flying shit about any of this. Because if she did, she would say, hey, Todd, you know what? Why don't we focus on Elder Scrolls? No, I want you to announce Fallout 5. And then Todd was like, everybody. And then what happened is that then, look, you want to see this fucking, look at this damage control. Dude, this is absolutely insane. Watch this. Watch these clowns at work. Where is it? Where is this one? I think it was back here. Look at this. Look at these clowns at work. Watch this. So Paris, watch this. Paris calls them out, going, a majority of this roadmap should have started years ago. Fallout 3 and New Vegas remasters, that should have been season 1 and 2 of the TV show. Paris dropping facts right here. Fallout 5 now going into pre-production. Obsidian and somebody else making the production of Fallout spinoff. Fallout 76 has been consistent with DLC. I love Fallout, but it was never utilized. Look at them doubling down on their bullshit. What we shared today has been in motion for years. We've just traditionally stayed quiet until things are ready to show.
Would you ship that? What you just played?
Pre-production is longer road than people realize and a lot of moving parts. We stayed quiet until things are ready to show. You just made a post about 6 things that you haven't shown at all. Like, what the hell? What, are you smoking something over there?
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach.
What
and
the
break
hell
your
are you
goddamn
talking about?
spine.
You stayed quiet until things are ready to show. You haven't showed shit. Oh, I guess we're seeing Elder Scrolls at Gamescom, right? I better see a whole ass gameplay. They're hiding Fable like it's an ugly cat. Fable's getting like your goddamn like behind the scenes goddamn coverage. I can't wait to see what he's going to show. Starfield, they waited until the week of to show you the game, removing all the loading screens. Where is it? Where is it? Where are these remakes? Motion for years. You announced Elder Scrolls in 2019. You haven't showed shit. So everything from your post today, held at gunpoint from Asha, is going against this. Because you said that we're staying quiet until we're ready to show something. Well, you didn't show shit. You showed me a wall of text. You showed me a wall of horse shit. But Asha made you talk. Like, it's absolutely everything. Like, do they know what they're even saying? Like, just shut up. Stop talking. Just stop talking. Because you didn't show anything. You had a showcase last month. Wild, right? But he's right. Like, half this shit should have been seen already. With this guy, traditionally stayed quiet except for Starfield, announced 5 years before release, and Elder Scrolls announced 8 years ago. I guess I won't blame Blade for being announced too soon on you, despite being the publisher. Oh!
The two youths.
Oh! Roasted.
What was that word? To what?
To youths.
What?
Did you say utes?
Yeah, two youths.
What is a ute?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor. Two youths.
Yo, they got roasted. Like, come on, just shut up, Bethesda. Like, stop. But again, the reason why this was done, and Bootleg was there. Bootleg was into the interview. Yeah, Bootleg, watch. Bootleg said, the Elder Scrolls 6 launch is still too far away to talk about it right now. Dude, shit was announced in 2019. There's Bootleg Jez. He's in there. Get him, Bootleg. Tell him, Bootleg. Get him, Get a Bootleg. He's like, I asked Todd Howard if Elder Scrolls or Fallout 5 would be going exclusive. Yo. We'll talk about exclusives, but no. Yo. They don't even know what the hell's going to happen in those games. You want to know if they're exclusive. Oh, man. Given Asha Sharma's mandate. Oh, Bootleg. Blow it out. Her mandate to grow Xbox. Dude, if it was a mandate to grow Xbox hardware ecosystem. Oh, mother of goodness. He said it's too early to comment. I asked if we could get a timeline for Elder Scrolls launch window, but again, it sounded like the game is still too far away to put a landing strip on paper. Considering that Starfield's landing strip got pushed years out, I wouldn't trust a landing strip from Richard Simmons, Todd Howard at all. But again, exactly, Josh. What about if the game is good? I don't give a shit if it's exclusive. If it's not good. If it's Starfield was exclusive. What the fuck did that do? Sarah Bond went out there with a lovely ass and said it's exclusive. Game of the generation. Who gives a shit if it's exclusive, you dumbass Bootleg? Nobody asks, is the game going to be fucking good? Reverb, good! Like, my God, who gives a shit if it's exclusive or not? Exclusive doesn't make it good. You guys had a whole pint of lotion for Starfield, and it didn't do shit. Because it wasn't good. Nobody at Xbox asked about quality. They only give you, can I play it on my phone? Is it on PC? Can I play it? Is it exclusive so I can post that Asha's exclusive? Can I go tease PlayStation guys now? Can I put it on the roadmap? Can I add it to my Xbox exclusive roadmap that I'm going to share with Cobra on Sunday? Can I go touting about that it's exclusive and go nanny boo-boo to PlayStation fans? Am I allowed to do nanny boo-boos? I got to let PlayStation and Nintendo fans go nanny boo-boo. Can I do that today, Todd? Am I allowed to do nanny boo-boo? Can I go over to the PlayStation ponies? Can I go to the ponies and can I do the nanny boo-boos to them? Because we got to start now. I got to do nanny boo-boos right now. I don't want to wait. Can I go over to PlayStation fans and give them the Colt Eastwood nanny boo-boo? Like, what the hell's the Colt Eastwood nanny boo-boo? I got to give them the... This is what do you mean the Colt Eastwood nanny? I want to give them the Colt Eastwood nanny boo-boo. I got to go tease them. Is it exclusive right now? Fallout 5. You just talked about it today. Fallout 5. Holy shit. Is it exclusive? You know, Todd Howard probably had a blank piece of paper and put the words Fallout 5 at the top of the piece of paper and then posted on the internet. Like, Todd, what is your next game after Elder Scrolls? Well, let me look at my paper. Fallout 5 underlined and blank page. And Bootleg Jez going in there going, is it exclusive? Like, I just like that's the first thing. Not if it's good, not where it's gonna take place. Like, no, you don't give a shit about the game. You don't care about where we're gonna be in Fallout 5. No quality questions. The first question about Elder Scrolls and is it exclusive? Given Asha Sharma's mandate. That's the question. And you that is a journalist. That is a journalist question. Not is it good? Oh, that's wonderful. A Fallout audience will love this. Where will it take place? Is it too early to talk about? Will you learn from Starfield's fallacies and make these games better, Mr. Todd Howard, Richard Simmons, son of a bitch? Those are the questions that you should be asking. Starfield really didn't hit the way it should have hit. Are you learning from Starfield mistakes and the DLC, which was horrible, by the way? I gave it a 2 out of 10. And are you making Elder Scrolls and Fallout 5 better because of the problems of Starfield? Do we learn that 1,000 planets more is not good, Todd Howard, when you're developing Elder Scrolls? Those are the questions that a journalist would ask or a game person would ask. Did you learn? But no, Bootleg Jez goes out there and goes, is it exclusive? That's a journalist for you. That is a bootleg. Because he had to say, well, I got to go. Well, and Todd Howard's like, well, I can tell you it's exclusive. And then Bootleg Jez, Goo Goo Gaga confirmed.
On their little Goo Goo Gaga.
PlayStation fans.
On their little Goo Goo Gaga.
Exclusive.
On their little Goo Goo. On their little Goo Goo Gaga. On their little Goo Goo Gaga.
Oh, it's exclusive, ponies.
On their little Goo Goo Gaga.
Suck
on their
it.
Little Goo Goo Gaga. On their little Goo Goo Gaga.
Yo, suck it. That's what he had to do. He could go then to the Xbox Dirty Forums with Tom Warren, and he says, guys, it's exclusive.
On their little Goo Goo Gaga.
Go tell the PlayStation dudes.
My little baby little Fisher Price plastic
Nanny
toy.
nanny boo boo.
My little baby little Fisher Price plastic.
Meanwhile, these people were telling us exclusives didn't matter for almost a fucking decade. Nobody wants exclusives anymore. Even Bootleg himself. Nobody wants exclusives. That's not the future. It's about where you play. I got to make sure when I take a glorious shit, I got to be leveling up in gears. And only Xbox gives me that experience where I'm doing a glorious shit and I can kill some people with my chainsaw. It's about where you play. That's the future. When I'm standing in line at the bank and I say, I want to chainsaw somebody, you don't punch the person in front of you. You just pull out your phone, grab the strap on, strap it on, and you could play Gears via the cloud. That's the future. Nobody cares where the game is. Exclusives hurt gaming. That's horrible.
Exclusives are leaving Xbox has. In-place crosswords Woody now has. Chapter SS running all the studios just to give the PlayStation.
Nobody buying exclusives. But then, post Ashanita, Bootleg goes out there and his first question is exclusive? Why? Why? Xbox hardware. Woo. I can't. I can't grind this. I swear. I cannot. This gotta be some Twilight Zone shit right here. I don't know what they smoking when they go out to FanFest. I don't know if Asha ties them up and makes them watch Xbox videos of her or something like that with their eyes taped open shut and their assholes zipped up. I don't know what they do, and they feed them 5 floors of catering and keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. I don't know what they do over there, but they are some drunken bums. I gotta say, you are. It is absolutely asinine. You see the sales of Xbox hardware month, quarter after quarter. In what goddamn reality do you think Asha is going to grow Xbox hardware? Did everybody forget that Xbox increased in price just a couple of months ago? What are you moving? And then go outside in your own friggin' country, Bootleg. You can't even buy an Xbox in your stores. Who? What they moving? For who? How? Who's moving what? Elder Scrolls doesn't even have a launch window, and you thinking if it's exclusive, it's going to move consoles. Like, what? That's your question. You, like, how do you sit there? The dude looks like Richard Simmons sitting there, Todd Howard looking at you with his goofball hair. And you're asking him about exclusivity. Meanwhile, the last interview, he was rubbing nipples. His nipples were coming through the screen. He could cut 3 levels of glass with the nipples when he talked about Starfield coming to PlayStation. Todd Howard nipples are like, bing! Like that. He was cutting the screens with nipples when he talked about PlayStation. Finally, I'm bringing Starfield to PlayStation. Nipples are like, bing! And now you're like, well, Asha says you got to make Elder Scrolls exclusive. You doing that? Bootleg interview. Bootleg. Asha says she wants to save hardware. You got to make, oh, and you just announced Fallout 5 today? Is that exclusive? Todd Howard was practically jizzing all over the screen for fucking Starfield on PlayStation. He's like, finally. And you don't say, hey, your games suck. Why didn't you fix these other ones? No, are they exclusive? All you're getting is exclusive shit in a box. You want that? Get exclusive shit in a box. My God. This bootleg. Stupid ass. Like, for what? Dude, like, for what? What are you running your mouth now about? What does he have to say about this?
Exclusive?
Oh, my God, dude. Yo. This guy must...
So you're predicting there might be exclusive? I'm predicting that they'll be timed exclusive. I think they'll look at what they did with Starfield and be like, that's good enough for us. We'll launch them on PlayStation later and we'll prioritize Xbox. That's my prediction. So you're predicting there might be exclusive. I'm predicting that they'll be timed exclusive. I think they'll look at what they did with Starfield and be like, that's good enough for us. We'll launch them on PlayStation later and we'll prioritize Xbox. That's my prediction.
Bass is fucking raw! Shit! Raw! Raw chicken! It's raw. It's fucking raw. They look raw! Raw, Carol! Fucking raw! Raw! Fuck off. And by the way, it's raw.
What time? What world? And what is exclusive? Putting it on Steam and Xbox? That's nobody's buying the console if it's on Steam. My God. Oh my God. Like I don't understand it. And what's crazy is that they make fun of PlayStation so much, but all they want to do is be PlayStation. And that goes right into Matt Booty's interview. All they want is a clear message, just like PlayStation. All right, so single players are ours only, right? And multiplayer's there. Okay, fine. Just give us that nugget. And they can't even do that. And still, PlayStation was doing that with PC. Taking the shit off of Steam. To make it only buy a PlayStation hardware to play their games. Xbox is not even doing that. So I don't even know what they think exclusive is going to do. Because guess what? Before 2024, from 2012 on, you had exclusives. You had console-only exclusives. You had exclusives that you call on PC, on Windows and Xbox. You had exclusives, then after that failed, then they said Windows exclusive, Steam, and Xbox. And you had exclusives. Gears was exclusive. Gears 4, Gears 5, Gears 3, Gears 2, Gears 1. Crackdown was exclusive. Sea of Thieves was exclusive. Recall was exclusive. Starfield was exclusive. Redfall was exclusive. Can you go on and on and on? Halo Infinite was exclusive. Forza Motorsport was exclusive. Forza Horizon was exclusive. And what did it do? You had negative after negative after negative after negative after negative. What do you think is going to happen? They do it again. It doesn't matter. Because their games need to be good. They need to, like, you got to take Forza Horizon 5 and multiply it by 5. Every game has to be a 90 or above. A FOMO needs to be felt, and it only has to be on the console. Which, guess what? Spoiler, Asha don't give a shit about your console. So I don't know what hardware you're talking about. She called the next console a reference device. Know what that means? She don't give a shit how it sells. They are not there moving hardware. They want to move their services. And they spend billions of dollars to try to get stuff under their thing. Still didn't do anything. Nobody associated Call of Duty with it. Starfield is selling more on PC because it's just a PC thing. And that's the other thing, grinders. Look at all that Starfield and Bethesda shit. That's all PC stuff. Like all the mods and all that. That's all PC shit. That doesn't mean, that's not like Halo. The thing that you jank third person in, that's a console. That's an Xbox identity thing. Starfield and all the Scrolls and all them, Morrowind was exclusive back in the OG Xbox days. Nobody associates Bethesda games with exclusivity on Xbox. Like, those are not Xbox IPs. Even after $7 billion. Like, I still don't think people are going like, oh, that Fallout, that's an Xbox exclusive. Nobody even associates them because they were third-party games that you went under Pete Hines and basically said it's only ours and try to make it yours. But you didn't. You didn't go do marketing or anything to make it like that at all. And then on top of that, since Todd Howard won't commit, Matt Booty drops a bomb. But before we get to the booty bomb, you hit that like button. Let's talk about Forza Horizon, where the director says this current reset at Xbox, calling it unfortunate that Game Pass didn't work out. Quote, loads of people are going to lose their jobs, Mike Brown, who now leads Maverick Games, said on the Min-Max podcast. And that is honestly just a result of well-meaning, player-focused concept of Xbox Game Pass not quite landing. And I think that's just a real shame. He also praised Sarah Bond. The people on Twitter that are going after Sarah, they don't know her. They don't know what she does. They don't know what she does on a day-to-day. They don't see how she operates in that business. Game Pass failed. Again, quality games. Games that people want to play. And all they are worried about is how, where, who, what. Nobody cares about the what. Like I said, he's announcing 2 brand new games, Todd Howard. And the first question is, are they exclusive? We haven't even seen the games. The first question should be, are they better than Starfield? That should have been the first question. Todd Howard, you're making 2 new big games. Are they going to be better than Starfield? Are you lessons learned from the missed things of Starfield? Are you learning from that and making these games better? No. The question is, are they exclusive? Why? What does it matter? Who cares? And then this Sharma's mandate. I never seen more people. Again, Tim Dog, I don't know if you're talking in English anymore, but next time you get on here, like, I don't know what's going on. But I never seen somebody defend, and it's just crazy because, like, they are doing exactly what they do. Microsoft sucks at messaging and running their mouth. And they are running around crazy trying to damage control the gutting of Xbox studios and spin off of franchises that they don't want nothing with. Hellblade was supposed to be their God of War. Their franchise did nothing. They didn't nurture it. They didn't do anything. And they kicked it to the curb and said goodbye. And now, this Asha mandate and Matt Balls. I like it.
I have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're going to love my nuts. Watch this.
I feel like we're playing rock, paper, scissors, except we're talking dick, balls, and ass. I don't know. Ass beats balls. Balls beats dick. I don't know what the hell's going on here. But I feel like this is Xbox messaging. We got booty, balls, and Asha. I don't know. It's like rock, paper, scissors here. So I guess here, booty beats balls. That's it. Booty beats balls. Balls wants to talk exclusives, and yet again, Matthew Bartholomew Booty Cheeks with mixed messaging and confusion in this world of exclusives. So, in this interview, here we go. Booty believes Asha's booty balls.
I can go directly to blackness.
That's her team right there. Asha booty balls. Like, I'm having a booty ball talk. Booty believes that exclusives can serve as a reward of sorts for both players who have supported 25 years of Xbox and for those still in search of an incentive to invest up to $800 of Xbox hardware. Remember, they increased the price. We want, quote, we want there to be something for those players. That principle is what drove the decision. A reward. That's exactly what it is. It's not an initiative. It's not a guarantee of growth of business. It's a reward. Thank you for dealing with our bullshit for over a decade. Of waiting to E3 until E3 didn't exist. Of listening to Phil Spencer's bullshit.
Another one.
Following Dusty Bin and his friends Tom Warren.
Dusty Bin and Tom Warren fighting Laura Fryer.
Thank you.
Well, she cooking them both as these clowns do not know where to go. This is not an Xbox. These are clowns. Dusty Bin.
Thank you for listening to Shaggy.
Like zoinks.
Hey, Shaggy,
and
grab a bucket and some
Inside
Lysol,
Xbox.
scrub off my tires. There's fucking dog shit all over by the engine.
Thank you for dealing with Mr. I Think.
Xbox stand up says, thou shall not. I think.
thank you for dealing with the bullshit and Phil Ness of Phil Spencer. Thank you for putting up with it.
Let's go! Yes! Yes! Yes!
And thank you for the bullshit of Sarah Bonds everywhere is an Xbox. Everything is an Xbox. Thank you for that horse shit. Thank you for listening to our bullshit and believing it all these years.
Oh, Sarah at Xbox, what's the plan now? No console needed. Tell us how. Hardware sales drop.
Thank you for listening to our bullshit all these years. Exclusives serve as a reward. Right there is your answer right there. This is not no comeback. This is not no return. This is not no strategy. It's a 25 year of Xbox. Thank you for dealing with our lacking vision, console, and mistakes. That's what they were. I can assure you Gears E-Day and Clockwork are not the only titles we're planning. We're planning other rewards. And here you go. To grow a platform like ours. Again, people, read the quotes. These are the quotes. Mr. Ball, Mr. Harry Ball said, quote, to grow a platform like ours, you have to have exclusive games and services. Excuse me, wait a second, sir. You said a platform. I got Xbox dudes running in the street right now saying it's the hardware. You want people to buy the console. I didn't say console. I said platform. Well, what's the platform? That's xCloud. That's Windows Store. Console, I guess. Oh, so it's all those things. And it's not just games exclusive. It's exclusive services. Oh, what kind of services? Happy endings? What services? What exclusive services? So we're not just making great games and that's what's going to bring people. You mean exclusive services like Game Pass and Play Anywhere and things like that, right? Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they're talking about. And he's building a platform. Not consoles. Not hardware. A platform. See, people throw that in there. And then they get booty cheeks. It's unclear what third-party exclusives will be, whether it'll come from Activision. And remember, grinders, like I said before, after Gears, what the hell is there? They gutted everybody. They got rid of Hellblade. They got rid of Ninja Theory. They got rid of Compulsion. They got rid of Double Fine. They canceled Blade. That's probably up in the air right now. They don't know what's happening with Blade. The hardware mandate, right, Josh? Yeah, what hardware mandate did Bootleg talk about? He said platform. But they got rid of everything. What is left? What is the next big franchises from Xbox? Who? What, Halo? I just read off the failure that Halo is with Mr. Hins, Peter Hins over at Halo Studios, which means like Halo Junk Show. They canceled everything. 3 games in 3 years. He got out a remaster of the first one. No photo mode and janky third person. So, it's all Todd Howard now? Is that what it is? Because that's why they're so keen on it, because they're really the only games that are coming to Xbox that anybody would probably give a damn. Not even Fable. They don't care about Fable. It's Bethesda games. It's Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls now is their new Starfield and Fallout 5. Those are their new Starfield. And Asha says she wants to reach 1 billion entertainment. If your show of Fallout is everywhere, are you going to make Fallout only on Xbox? When you can't even buy it and it's $1,000? And you don't even care. You lose money on every Xbox hardware that's sold. Every console you're losing $200 on. They stopped making the two. Remember, people forget again. They stopped making the 2 terabyte console, the Xbox. The only 2 terabyte console right now is the PlayStation 5 Pro. What are you doing? Right? What's up, East? And Next Gen both doing live streams at the same time talking about Gears. Yo, what is the chance there? Shout out to Zaire, man. I gotta get on one of the shows. I gotta get on one of those shows. But shout out to Zaire. Next Gen, baby. Yeah, that's right. We're talking Gears. Wait, it's just crazy on how you're gonna reach that. But what's left? They got rid of everybody. E-Day comes out. What's left? They got rid of all their franchises, and Booty managed to destroy all their franchises. Right? But here comes the Booty Cheeks with the clear messaging, right? Bull. Hey, this is where Booty beats Ball. Booty beats Ball. Ball says that large live service titles will be multi-platform moving forward. But that doesn't mean all Xbox single-player games will be console exclusive. Because Big Booty says, I wouldn't over-fixate on single-player. I think it's a good rule of thumb, but it certainly isn't something that's carved in stone. There it is. Booty just shit in your cereal. There it is. Yet again, the wishy-washy, oops, maybe, done. How does Xbox decide what will be and won't be exclusive? Quote, we are the stewards of 20 game franchises that have made billions of dollars in their lifetime, says Booty. There's a lot of different games in our portfolio, and we have to think about how different games serve different purposes with it. What did I just say? I just said you got a Fallout TV show. You're spamming the hell out of Fallout. You think that making Fallout only on Xbox is reaching billions of gamers when nobody comes to your platform? That's the whole reason why Microsoft had to put their games on Steam. That's why they had to put their games on PlayStation. Because nobody was coming to them. They had a weak ass. They got outsold by the next Playground during the holidays. A Goo Goo Gaga device that was a Kinect imitator outsold Xbox hardware in the holidays when everybody's buying stuff. The next hardware outsold Xbox. It wasn't even third. It was fourth or fifth. That's how bad their hardware is. That's where they're going to put these games to reach 1 billion people. The next friggin' Playground beat it over the holidays. They are minus 30 and 40% in hardware. They're going to be even lower this quarter because their console went up a price of $900. And they stopped making the 2 terabyte one. No more stripper glitters. So, let's just make your console exclusive, right? Matt Booty is saying right there, dude, nothing's carved in stone. Exactly. It's the plan until it's not the plan. Springfield Chase, a member of VIP for 4 months from the balcony. He goes, are they worried if they put it on PlayStation, they might make too much money and not close the studio? Springfield, thank you for this. Thank you for the member chat. Let me tell you something. That's why I'm going to do a video about Gears. And that's why I'm going to talk, because you're right. The whole point is like, are they afraid of selling the game? But he said it's a reward. They are afraid of, and what's crazy is they've been putting their games on PlayStation for over 2 years. Did it save these studios? They put Hellblade 2 on PlayStation. It's like they're cutting off their nose to spite their face. Exactly. There was a great member chat from the balcony. So he's saying right here, Matt Booty is like, it's not set in stone. They're going to, and it's going to be, and that's why when he said, we're going to let you know where they are going to decide at the time where it will go. That's the thing. So that means that single player games Todd Howard said, like, he said when the PlayStation was going Starfield, he was going crazy, like, finally. They never liked that it was exclusive. Pete Hines never liked it. And the thing is that you have 100 million players over there. Call of Duty is going to a Switch. Hello? Because they signed the deal. Xbox is irrelevant in their hardware. They are not growing their hardware. They're not willing to go to grassroots to rebuild what they did with the 360 and come out aggressive with aggressive price points and exclusive games only on Xbox. The only way that they would drive some attention to their hardware is they take this shit off of PC. And they'll never do that. Because the whole reason why they could even make these games is because of the bet that they're making on Steam. Steam is what's funding their games. Because the budgets that they spend on their games will not be seen if they try to cater to a 32 million install base. On top of that, 32 million subscribers that only want it in Game Pass day one. It's a double whammy. Whammy! It's a double whammy. That's the problem. They are cooked. Even if they catered to their own hardware audience and said, we're going to seriously rebuild the hardware and make only Xbox console hardware, exclusive games. Gears is only on the console, like PlayStation does it. And Nintendo. Only here. No PC. How do you do that when those people want that game free with a subscription? And it's a single-player game. You killed yourself. It's over. That's why you got to take the games out of Game Pass. Game Pass has to be some legacy subscription bullshit. Lose all the money from Game Pass. You're probably going to lose customers from it, too, because a lot of people probably stay subscribed to Xbox or on that platform because of Game Pass. And that's another problem that they have. If they start neutering Game Pass, which I've been seeing more and more games leaving, and the games coming into Game Pass look like shit, because they're not getting big games at all to fill in the gaps, dude. They're getting hokey dokey shit. So if they just neuter Game Pass and take away the day one games like they did with Call of Duty, they're going to lose people overnight. They either can go to PC or they can go to PlayStation or just not game anymore. Because they don't have a library to keep them there. This is the problem with Game Pass. There is no, like, you say, I'm not paying this month. Guess what? You had 250 games. You don't have them anymore. You're not staying on Xbox. You don't have a library of investment there. Your subscription was your investment. I bought an Xbox and signed a Game Pass, 250, 300 games for me. I stopped subscribing. No more 300 games. That Xbox is a paperweight right now, unless you bought games for it. But you don't have a library. That's what Phil said. People moved over because of their libraries. That's why they stuck with PlayStation. That's why when a PlayStation 6 comes out, it's going to take somebody with brass balls to be like, well, I'm going to Xbox. I'm not a smart man. You're going to Xbox. For what? You got 1,000 games on PlayStation. You're going to start at 0? You're going to buy a PS6 eventually because your library goes with you. Well, when you have Game Pass, you don't have a library. You stop paying, all games go up in the air like poof. So you could leave. You're out of your lease. You're out of it. So if she neuters Game Pass for the sake of trying to sell games, they're going to hemorrhage people left and right. And day one removal will be the end of days. Because it's over then. People will cancel Game Pass and they will leave the platform entirely. So now tell me, how do you make exclusive games only for Xbox hardware when you're going to plan on neutering Game Pass so people will buy your game? They have no install base, like they have no library of games. And on top of that, you have a low install base that traditionally doesn't buy games. How are you going to make that budget back for the game of Gears? Of these big Elder Scrolls? You think Todd Howard is cutting corners? Who knows? That's another question. Again, another question. What does the budget look like for Elder Scrolls and Fallout 5 under Asha? She's all about making money and turning profit. You think she understands when Todd Howard's like, I want to make a bunch of trees? She's going to be like, no, bitch, we got one tree. That's it. Copy paste. AI it. What does a next Todd Howard game? We saw the shit Starfield was with loading screens galore and jank and emptiness on planets because that's how the real globe, how the universe is, he said. And you don't need a buggy. But then you did need a buggy because the game sucked. And now the game sucked with a buggy. What does the budget look like for Elder Scrolls 6 and a Fallout 5 on the Asha and Big Booty Cheeks? What's the budget? What's the corners they're going to cut? What AI are they going to use to just auto-generate some random-ass shit to ship it? What? We don't know what a game on the Asha looks like. We saw what games on the Phil Ness look like. We saw what games and stuff looked like on the Phil. We never seen what an Asha budget is. And we thought Booty was scoping then. He's going to be doing a 3-camera colonoscopy right now, scoping right now. Asha said, hey, you know what? You're using 2 cameras? I want 4 cameras. Booty's like, I got to scope that much? She's like, you're scoping everything. And guess what? You think she cares? You think Asha cares about the artistry and how we receive the game? She could give a shit. Get it out for cheap, and let those suckers buy it because I went out and shook their hands at FanFest. And we sent them free copies anyway. And I sent them out a t-shirt. Parasocial their ass, they'll buy it anyway. Even if it sucks, we'll send out extras t-shirt. But Matt Booty muddying the water right here. Balls was out there saying, we have a framework for these selections. Well, see again, if you listen to Matt Booty's quote and what Balls said, Booty and Balls, that's what the title of this one, Booty and Balls. If you look at what Booty says and Balls, they're saying the same thing. Again, wordsmithing. Again, talking, not showing. Booty's not a shower. Balls is not a shower. I wouldn't fixate on, this is what Booty said. I wouldn't over-fixate on single-player games. I think it's a good rule of thumb, but it certainly isn't something that's carved in stone, right? Now, Balls comes in. Sweaty Balls. He says, we have a framework for these selections, including how we evaluate them. I recognize that this approach is not obvious to all players, and we're committed to making this clearer. We have a framework for these selections. Yet again, they're not drawing a line in the sand saying everything is exclusive. All your first party, all your single players are exclusive. Well, we'll ship multiplayers. They're not doing what PlayStation did. They are basically being wishy-washy. You will hear from us when a game is exclusive and when it's not. Well, guess what? That doesn't give confidence in a consumer knowing that these games may not be only available on that platform. Does that incentivize people to go buy it? No. It's a flip of a coin. It's an evaluation. They're not making it very clear. If I like multiplayer games, then I could play anywhere. If I like the single-player games, I got to buy a PlayStation. If I like these single-player games from Xbox and Bethesda games, I got to get an Xbox or a PC. That's always the problem. Or a PC. It still doesn't give drive to your hardware at all. It doesn't. While Wolf says Clockwork looked like great and now it looks like shit. That's right. Clockwork de-evolution. But they're saying the same thing. We have to evaluate. We're doing this. We're doing that. And then when Chris Dring asked them about, like, well, why some had PlayStation logos, some didn't. Like, Grounded 2 went to PlayStation. Why? No comment. No comment. What happened to this evaluation process? Yeah. They're not clear. And Booty's quote, don't fixate just on single-player games because we don't know. They don't know. They just handed out 2 rewards. They gave you 2 free spaces they gave you. They gave you bingo free spaces. That's it. Clockwork and Gears. And I'll talk more about Gears in a video later on about, like, like what that's going to look like. What, I'm not sure. But you're looking at these two different things, and you're just like, they followed up with it and go, hey, the Clockwork and Gears E-Day may be console exclusives, but there's plenty of other games coming on Xbox in the next 5 months that won't be. Grounded 2, Minecraft Dungeons 2, Forza 6 are on PlayStation. And Halo is on PlayStation. It's on track to be the first Halo game to release on PlayStation in a 25-year history on July 28th. No doubt that reestablishing Halo's console exclusivity would have been a powerful statement and intent. The game's executive producer is adamant that the multi-platform approach is the right move for this remake. Why? And that guy said all Halo games will be coming to PlayStation. Remember when that other guy, that Jared, that other guy wore the PlayStation shirt? So, they're already fighting an uphill battle. If they want to play this exclusivity game, July 28th is the end of days. The fact that Master Chief is going to be playing on a PlayStation and it will be streamed across the globe is the worst marketing for exclusives ever. And you just created the worst situation to crawl yourself out of. Like, if you were starting 6 feet under and trying to crawl out of the hole, on July 28th, you just dug yourself another 60 feet in the ground. They're done. The amount of visual PR damage Master Chief being played on a PlayStation is. That's all you got. And that's even worse than Gears, which was last year, which people can still pull up. Because even that, Gears E-Day is exclusive. You already put Gears, people didn't believe them. People didn't believe them because they're like, oh, you just put Gears Ultimate last year on it. Oh, it'll come to PlayStation. It's already an uphill battle. Nobody's running out because you said Gears E-Day is exclusive, because you already broke the ice. This is the problem that they have. And now with Halo, the first Halo game being on a PlayStation, what happens when you know, oh, the next Halo 2 is only on Xbox? I'm like, yeah, whatever. It'll come to PlayStation eventually. And it's not like PlayStation has a shortness of games. They have exclusive games. You're going to be playing Wolverine. You're going to be playing the Marvel Token. All these friggin' games that they got on PlayStation while you wait for them to figure out that, oops, we got to sell this game on PlayStation now. Let's go put Halo on PlayStation. It doesn't work. That's what PlayStation tried to do with their games on PC. Oh, they'll buy a PlayStation because they played our games. No, they're not. That's the reason why they're PC dudes. Exactly. See, Aaron.
Aaron.
No PC players are buying PlayStation. They're not. It didn't work. The PC dudes don't want a PlayStation. They'll take your games, thank you, when you put them on there, but nobody is buying them. So the fact that you already broke the ice, you're not bringing anybody over to Xbox. No matter how you run around with the word exclusive. It doesn't matter. You broke that ice. PlayStation broke it as well. They'll probably just recruit Xbox guys. That's their plan. They're not recruiting PC people anymore. Never worked. Because that's why they stay over there. They're not leaving their PlayStation and Steam they're not leaving their Steam library. PlayStation was just adding to the Steam library. Yes, D, I see all these. Is this like, these are not, are these episodes that I should make? I don't know what all these chapters are. This is not this video. But that's the problem. July 28th is going to be doomsday for them. And they're going to have a huge uphill battle. that I don't know what exclusives. And Fable too. They didn't even put Fable on this list. He says Clockwork. He says Grounded, Minecraft, Forza, Fable. Oh, they're all videos I should make. Oh, thank you, D. I will copy that and take note and do some Grindhouse videos. Thank you. That's the Grindhouse documentary. Oh man. But that's the issue. Thank you. I appreciate it, D. They don't even have Fable on here. Fable, the first time ever on a PlayStation. That's another. You talk about 60 feet under 60. That's another 50 feet. You're trying to bring back a franchise that was revered as an Xbox, one of their big three back in the day. And that game finally coming to Xbox after all these years, and it's going to PlayStation in February. That also should be on this list. They missed that one. Forza 6, the best game you got, is coming to PlayStation. Grounded 2 was announced already, and Minecraft Dungeons 2. You can't even keep Minecraft exclusive. It's a mess. And if you're going to pick out a couple of rewards for people, all you're doing is rewarding some of those people. That's it. Because Microsoft sucks. That's why, D, because they don't know how to make games or make deals anymore. They're so worried about cloud and where people play and growing their audience and entertainment and movies. They care less about actually making games. I liked Rise. I liked it. I liked the story. They could have done a lot more with it, too. It was a great launch game. It had that visual. They just booted up and say, look at this, what we're going to get. And then we got Craig. But yeah, like that's the way it is, man. That's the way it is. But those are the big topics. And I'll cover some more on like the future of Gears and stuff like that. But Gears and Halo, I think, are in some trouble. But yeah, man, like it is tough. And you even see it with the way that they are. You even see it with the way that they even handled their purchases, Fallout and all that other stuff. Those are third-party games. It's very hard for them to market that as their franchise. It's hard to take once a game is third-party and say it's ours now. And look at this, PlayStation playing that game. They're like, dude, we're gonna run you into the mud right here. PlayStation's like, ready, Chief? Just over a week for Campaign Evolved hit the PS5. Insane. You know the PR damage that this does to the... Now they say, let's do exclusives. Dude, I don't care how many exclusives and what games. Gears and Halo are on a PlayStation. They're not like a character in Fortnite. Their games are built for PlayStation using the pro abilities. And you want to talk exclusives? Exclusives? We talking exclusives? What do you have? And what, you're going to try to revert this? The damage is done. So I don't know what they're going to do. But and then on top of that, they're laying off people left and right. It is gutted. The morale of Xbox is destroyed. Whatever little bit gleaming that she gave them, it's destroyed. And 1,600 people now sit in the wings waiting for the next hatchet to drop. And on top of that, the morale, check this out.
And this is...
You said, and more, grinders. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Hear this.
That have no idea. They've
Here's
taken an axe to things. And these are cuts made by people that have no idea how these studios actually run and what they do. And I've talked to people about this, and like, the word I have from people at these studios is that the cuts made don't make sense. They are not well thought out. They don't allow the studios to function correctly after the cuts. They are making stupid cuts. This is a pure numbers game from somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, and I think it's going to backfire.
There's one more statistic within Ash's email there, which is kind of telling, which is that 80% of Xbox is the console business, and that's a problem. Right, because they've spent so much time and effort in expanding into PC. If 80% of your core business is console related, I I can't see anything within this that is going to actually improve their stance in the console space. And they're still facing the upcoming time bomb with Project Helix, where every leak about that console suggests, and in fact, Microsoft itself has officially said it's a premium experience. And the leaked specs suggest a premium a console. You know, I combine that with this. I don't understand how this reset is going to be able to change much. Seems to be that the audience for that particular console has been dwindling gen on gen. I mean, I don't understand what the future is. And this, you brought up the thing earlier, John, about 1 billion daily users for Xbox. There's 8 billion people in the world. The concept of one of every 8 people across the world interacting with Xbox on a daily basis is like, you know, it's kind of Emperor's New Clothes stuff, isn't it? It's kind of just patently ridiculous. What's the strategy there? I just don't get it. All of this stuff, it seems to be about sort of gaming the numbers as opposed to actually coming up with a sustainable strategy. I'm just kind of sort of shocked by it all.
There you go. Gaming the numbers. And what numbers? She's basically just trying to make a profit. That's why it says they're cutting people. They probably just looked at people and they said, how many years you here? What's your salary? Gone. But I'm the one that like built this engine. Your salary gone. That's it. Like, they didn't care who's who. They didn't care who they cut. As long as we got one person there, we're good. Here's id. 2/3 of the people who developed the game, 2/3 are gone. Many multi-hat devs were integral are gone. A lot of current and previous staff don't like the comparison to the team from Doom 2016, as id lost a lot of talent. Ex-id staff says, I don't agree with Hugo's statements. Many who were laid off were upset by those comments and saw it and viewed it as a contributions as insignificant. The damage control. Trying to say, no, it's still around. They're gone. Gone, dude.
And art director Ben Penrose. They spent years and years at Playground Games working on the Forza Horizon series. Mike Brown was the creative director for Forza Horizon 5. Then they left Microsoft and formed a new studio called Maverick Games, where they just announced they're making a game called Clutch. I'm curious what you think about the state of Xbox now.
Yeah, well, our positive comments about Asher have hit a bit of a wall, hasn't he? After she's let 3,000 people go, it's a bit unfortunate. I think it's really sad, and I think it's really, really unfortunate because they've honestly invested a fortune in the concept of Game Pass as a service, which led to loads of teams being acquired, loads of games being funded, loads of people getting jobs, all with a vision of getting regular games landing in this service for players. And I think the reality is not enough people have subscribed to it at the prices that they needed to pay in order to make that business viable. If more people had subscribed, that makes enough money and it works, and all those studios go on and those games get made again and those teams will make other games. Unfortunately, that it didn't. Yeah, I don't know what the number it needed to hit was, but it never reached the number that would make a $70 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard make financial sense.
I mean, despite all the frustrations and disappointment, you still love Halo. It's on your Twitter bio. You say you love Halo.
He absolutely does love Halo. I can confirm.
You got Todd Howard in her sights, dude. This is what Asha came. You saw Todd Howard. Yeah,
this is with
Halo, Fallout, Elder Scrolls. They really want to hit the accelerator.
We'll get into this one next. But like talking about that Digital Foundry, just to touch quick on that thing. Like I said, they just cut the head, like everything. Asha doesn't know, and he says they make no sense because they're being cut from a way of just salaries and things like that. Like they don't know, they're just cutting people that they don't care what they did. And now they're expecting these studios to function with 16, like, Springfield said, It's only half of them. Another 1,600. Exactly, Mr. Grimm. You ask about Oreo, how they feel about Game Pass. Game Pass, they did not like it. And if you go back, I ran Pete Hines. They did not like that their games were being thrown into a subscription when they get acquired. They wanted their game to shine, to sell, to reward their staff for hard work that they did. They didn't want to get thrown into a subscription service, and then Microsoft is like, well, we got this many subscribers. That's not rewarding to the developer because they're not selling their game. And then have the balls to go up to the developer and go, well, you didn't hit your numbers. You didn't sell your game. It's like, but you put our game in your subscription service. That's why we didn't hit our numbers. That's why we didn't sell. That's why we're not making money. So when they came to them and said, let's fund this other game, they go, no, we're not funding you because you didn't make your money. And it's like, but you put us in Game Pass. And Game Pass is doing whatever for your subscriptions, but how are we showing our thing? And if you remember, this even happened back with third party when they were talking about Outriders. And I bring this up a lot because this was evidence of like how the publisher gets to see what's going on with Game Pass, but the developer is left in the dark. They have no clue how well their game is going. So when the publisher comes over going, yeah, you didn't hit your numbers, it's like, but wait a second, what happened? Well, the subscription may have done something, but that's not, you're still accountable for your budget and your sales. And then it cannibalizes their sales. And then they shut down the studio, say, we're not funding your next game. Well, you cannibalize our sales by putting us in the subscription. Well, sorry. Didn't give them budget, so we're not marketing traditionally. They were hoping for virality and never happened. And now they're doing the same thing. They're shutting down they're not shutting down the studios because that will be bad in PR land. Let's just get rid of all these people and leave 2 people from the studio. It can't function properly. And now we'll just say we didn't close the studio down, but there's like 3 dudes left. And it's not going to function. So what do you think is going to happen? That studio is going to fail. Or that studio will just be a company studio to help out. And they're not going to do what they want to do because they don't have enough people. So they're just going to be a help out studio. You're working on Fallout. And like I said before in the previous videos, Asha basically just turned Xbox into Activision. How Activision stopped making games and they said everybody that they had to do Call of Duty. That's what Asha is doing. Everybody that they have left, it's like you're either going to be doing Fallout or you're going to be doing Minecraft or you're going to be doing Call of Duty. And we'll sprinkle in some of these other franchises like Halo and Forza and stuff. But we're going to be Call of Duty, Fallout, and Minecraft. And if you're not on any of those and you don't like it, you can see it through the door. And maybe we'll throw in a Halo, a Fable, a Forza here and there. But those 3 pillars are going to be what we're doing. And we're not going to have little games. We're not going to have little visionary game. Nope. You're those games. Will the games be better? I don't know. Who knows? But there's no sense in what they're cutting. And he says they're cutting people from like they don't even know. Now, this guy goes on to say exactly what I was saying earlier, in the sense of like, what do they have left? And if these games are they even good enough to do anything?
Halo, Fallout, Elder Scrolls. They really want to hit the accelerator on these titles. And yeah, I mean, look, for me, that just already seems kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like Halo is a very legacy franchise at this point. If you think that Halo is going to be what brings your business back, I think you're like really misunderstanding where things are currently at. I think as well, like Elder Scrolls and yeah, I'm sure Elder Scrolls is going to shift a lot of units, but like Bethesda Game Studios' last 2 games were Fallout 76 and Starfield, so I feel like that's a risky proposition. I don't know, man. I just feel like that whole strategy seems very short-sighted, and I think if you're going to go down this path of like, let's close a bunch of smaller studios and invest in our hits, I think you better have some more compelling hits than like hoping Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be good, if you know what I mean.
Yikes. Exactly. Are they going to be good? Are they going to matter? Not are they exclusive? That's not the first question. Are they worth the damn? And that's the problem they have. But grinders, hit that like button and subscribe. But you want to know what? I don't know. I think I miscounted. Let me go through these chats because I think we did hit the 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I put them up late. 6. We're about short, but you want to know what? I'm feeling very happy tonight, grinders. You just hit that like button for me. That's more than an award. Let's make a song. Let's go. I'm going to put in a prompt in here. Say Xbox booty. And I want you to finish it, and we're going to make it into a song. Xbox booty. Say what you want. And then we're going to make a song, and that will be a goal there. And we hit all the goals. So just to let you know, as we're making this song, Xbox booty. We'll make a booty song here live. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but I'm going to type in what a culmination of what you guys put in there as a super chat goal. They counted them up yet. We'll show up, but we're going to 250. So we're going to episode 250 will be a banger. But also we're going to do a members balcony show. My thumb should be repaired. I know you said I'm soft. Pause. But once these stitches are out, I could get back to using my thumb for gaming. Because they're just in a bad spot and they're bothering me when I play games. I don't want them to rip off. So then we'll get a community game night there. Maybe we'll finish a directive by request. I'll put it out there, but I think we should finish that game as a community game night. Have you guys jump in the chat, come in the thing and talk, come in the show and stuff like that and talk. So we'll do a community game night. Thank you to Stephen Leone for his generous donation and VIPs and making sure the balcony is going to be shaken. So if you didn't get a VIP, it's only $5. Get in that thing, get on the balcony show. It's an open, laid-back chat. Bring a beer, and we just hang out, and we just do some behind the scenes of how the gaming grindhouse cooks. You get a look into the kitchen, 3D prints, music, things like that on there. So let's see, Xbox booty rewards. All right, a kind of fruity. All right. Yeah, you just put a prompts in. Let's go. Just tell me. I'm making it. We're going to make it. You guys are slowing down. What happened to the chat? Slow down. Xbox booty and hit that. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Aaron. There he is.
Hey, Aaron. Where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
And you get at, and just to let you know that we'll be doing, I'll do some short videos as well, some quick hits on that. So hopefully you'll like those. So definitely subscribe if you are new. So I'm gonna say and beats out the ball. All right, grinders, here you go. We're gonna see what this thing happens. And it will be making a song, and then we'll go cooking here. Here we go. So yeah, and I'll cover some of this stuff with this exclusives and stuff like that. But yeah, it is crazy out there. It is wild. By the way, just booty's hard. Yo, that new Avengers Doomsday, man, got me hyped. And then Spider-Man comes out, too, on the 31st. Spider-Man got me hyped, too, man. Back into the Marvel love. Just as Marvel tokens coming out soon. It sucks that Control got delayed. That sucks. But anyway, I'd rather play the game. I'd rather the Control get delayed than the game on that one. But, yeah, we can get sick. We're going to play this song in a few minutes, just a few seconds. But yeah, check out that Doomsday trailer, man. It looks wild. They got Rebecca Rain Stamos coming back as Mystique. That looks awesome. Dude, it looks great. I'm hyped up. But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And here's the song that you got, grinders. First time listening to it. Let's get all the VIPs in here. Thank you again. Get ready for some banger shows this week. And hit that like button again. And thank you for all your interaction and being a grinder. And here you go. Here is your thank you. Xbox booty, trap pop. Let's go. Oh, it's a jam.
You talk exclusive all night, but your badge don't bite. Xbox booty in the chat. Got the whole room looking back. You said it's classy, it's rare. I said, baby, I was there. Kinda fruity little while, still you grin like a child. Keep it hush, keep it low, but you always wanna show. Talk tough, then you fold when the truth gets told. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. You beat the ball on top, so moody. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. You say it's top, but it moves so fruity. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. Say less, now the sound is goofy. Xbox booty, Xbox
This is your
booty.
song.
All that flex and it still won't sue me. You got the flashy little spin like you practiced in the mirror again. Big claims, tiny proof, same old move, same old truth. I don't need your secret code, I can read the way you pose. When the mic gets hot and bright, you switch up quick and lose the fight. Keep it smooth, keep it clean, but you trip when you're seen. All that smoke, all that gloss, then you laugh when you get lost. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. You beat the ball on top, so moody. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. You say it's top, but it moves so fruity. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. Say less, now that sound is goofy. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. All that flex and it still won't suit me. Hold up, wait. You said it loud, but it came out late. Real ones know when the brag gets loud, the facts get small. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. You beat the ball on top, so moody. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. You say it's top, but it moves so fruity. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. Say less, now the sound is goofy. Xbox booty, Xbox booty. All that flex and it still won't suit me.
Thank you, grinders. Good night. Hit that like button. Thank you again. That was your reward. Keep subscribed here to Gaming Grindhouse. We out.